What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 5 ARs you should be using right now in Call of Duty Warzone. But first, I'm going to teach you how to find the best ARs that you need to be using for Warzone. Not just me, not everybody, your own personal top 5 list, because everyone's different. Everyone has different aim, everyone has different controllers, everyone has different sensitivities, so all of that factors. And the most important thing that makes my decisions for the ARs that I choose is how accurate I am with that AR. I'm going to teach you how to test your accuracy properly to find what's best for you. Now, there's always those outliers that are, insane TTKs and things like that, but there's really not that right now in Call of Duty Warzone. It's a pretty balanced meta right now, so that means we need to focus on accuracy. I want to teach you how to find this yourself, and I'm going to give you my top 5 that I had the most success with. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to your firing range. What you want to do is when you walk up here, you're going to cross this platform, and the accuracy percentage will show up in the top left-hand corner. You're going to back up to right here. And what this is going to do is going to put this test dummy in the back almost right at 50 meters. It's about 49. Now, if you play a lot of Al Mazrah, this is what you want to be doing. If you play a lot of Resurgence, you might want to switch to here. This is more of the standard distance of gunfights you get in on Resurgence, on Vondel, or on Ashika Island. So you may want to just test here. I play a lot of Resurgence, so I'll do my testing right here. This is probably about 30 to 40 meters right here. You want to go to your dummy settings, make sure you have 3 plates on. Now, the 3-plate system is kind of bugged. It's going to show blue plates here. As you can see, it is on 3 plates for me. We're not checking TTK, we're checking accuracy. What you want to do is do a round of 3. That means knocking the dummy 3 different times with each AR. So I'm going to test my accuracy with this M4. Then what I'll do is I'll give you my top 5 most accurate ARs with the attachments and the tuning settings with them. So this will be test number 1. You want to make sure not to shoot any extra bullets right after that, or it'll decrease that accuracy percentage. So we're at 55% right now. Let's see if we can make that a little better. At 45%. Attempt number 3. So I'm hitting about 49% of my shots with the M4. So it's probably not going to be the best option, but you'll be surprised. So to reset that percentage, if you mess up, maybe something like that, all you want to do is back out of the firing range and go back in. Walk back up to the line, and then it'll reset your accuracy percentage there at the top left. All right, so what I've got now is the new TR-76 Geist. Let's see if I'm a little bit more accurate with this. Test number 1 with the TR-76 Geist. All right, round 1 is 88%. Round 2 is 84%. So what this does is it takes all the rounds and it averages them together in a percentage. So we're at 80% after round 3. So we're obviously way more accurate with this Geist over the M4. Now the Geist does have a faster TTK than the M4. So it is a very high possibility that I should be using the 76 Geist over the M4 right now. So what you want to do is go through all the ARs that you like, that you think you like, do this test on all of those. Doesn't take very long. And then use what you're most accurate with. For example, I really liked the Geist. It was better than the M4. But I went and did this test on the TAC-56, which is the most accurate weapon in the game. And I got an 82% here. But if you're hitting 82% with this TAC-56, but then you're also hitting just 80% with the Geist might be the better option strictly because it does have a better TTK than the TAC-56. You're giving up 2% accuracy percentage just to go with a little bit more accurate of a weapon that has way less TTK and is going to use more ammo. So go with the Geist in this situation is what I would be doing. Sometimes if you think you are supposed to be pretty decent with the weapon and it seems pretty accurate in game, it might just be an attachment switch. For example, the M4 that I tested at the beginning of the video, I had a suppressor on it. I saw the problem I was having was a horizontal recoil control. What I did was go change the muzzle to an attachment that solely focused on the horizontal recoil control. And after another 3-round test, instead of a 52% with the M4, you can see here I'm rocking a 74% after 3 targets. All right, so let me give you my top 5 that I was most accurate with, that I really like to use. And let's see if some of ours match up. We'll start with my number 5 and go all the way to my number 1. All right, so my least accurate weapon was at 72%. Now this was the KASTOV 7.62. This AR has the fastest TTK in Warzone for ARs. I was 1% more accurate with the M13B than I was with this KASTOV. So this is going to kick the M13 out of my top 5. And honestly, strictly because of this TTK, this is one of the outliers that I mentioned. I'm probably going to bump this up to number 2. I would sacrifice almost the full 80% of my 76 Geist or my TAC-56 for this TTK because I'm still really accurate with it. And the TTK is going to be more forgiving and make up for the extra 8 to 10% that I'm missing when it comes to my shots. So I'm going to leave the Geist at number 1. I'll put the KASTOV 7.62 at number 2. Therefore, my least accurate AR right now would be the M4, but so for my number 5, I'm going to go with the M4 I shot at 74%. I went with the Komodo heavy muzzle, tuned that for recoil stabilization and recoil control. The high tower 20-inch barrel, tune that for recoil steadiness and damage range. The F-Tac Ripper 56 underbarrel, the 60-round mag, and make sure to test out a couple optics too. Maybe you're more accurate with a certain optic than you are with another one. I went with the SZ Recharge DX optic for a while. It felt really good to me, but now I'm kind of back on the AMOP V4. It just feels better to me where I stand right now. I tune that for flinch resistance and FAR. At number 4, I've got the Lachmann 5.56. Now this just got a headshot multiplier buff, so the TTK is kind of back up there, which is nice, and I had a 78% accuracy with it. I went with the X10 ported 290 muzzle. I tuned this for recoil stabilization and recoil control. The Lachmann wrap barrel. I tuned this for recoil steadiness and damage range. The high velocity ammo. Tune that for damage range and bullet velocity. The 60-round mag, and again with the AMOP V4 optic, I tune that for flinch resistance and FAR. Coming in at number 3 is my TAC 56. Now I was the most accurate with this weapon, but because of the slower TTK and not a huge difference in percentage when it comes to accuracy, I bumped this down to number 3 for my personal use. I went with the Harbinger D20 muzzle. I tuned this for recoil smoothness and bullet velocity. The Tundra Pro barrel. Tune that for recoil steadiness and damage range. A 60-round mag. The FSS Combat rear grip. I tuned that for recoil steadiness and aiming idle stability. And again, I went with the AMOP V4 optic, and I tuned that for flinch resistance and FAR. Coming in at number 2, I hit this with 72%, but it's got that TTK that is really solid right now, and it's going to be the KASTOV 7.62. I went with the ZLR Talon 5 muzzle. I tuned that for recoil smoothness and bullet velocity. The CAS 10 584mm barrel. I tuned that for recoil steadiness and damage range. The F-Tac Ripper 56 underbarrel. The 40-round mag. And the AMOP V4 optic. I tuned that for flinch resistance and FAR. And then for my number 1 most accurate, overall best for me to use AR is going to be the TR-76 Geist. I went with the Bore 490 muzzle. I tuned that for recoil stabilization and recoil control. The Bruin Bridle heavy barrel. Tuned that for recoil steadiness and damage range. The 45-round mag. The Stip 66 grip. I tuned that for recoil steadiness and aiming idle stability. And then the AMOP V4 optic, tuning that for flinch resistance and FAR. If you guys enjoyed this style of video, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that noti bell. Then we will be giving you my 5 top ARs and top SMGs here on this coming Friday. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this or like any of these. And as always, good luck. Stay frosty. We'll see you in the next one.